The secondary market has ignited, so this week we have a giant two-part episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can order Ether Drift products there or find a vast number of other great items on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the United States if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. I am feeling much better now. Thank you all for your well wishes. Last week I had the flu pretty bad. Still got the videos out though. It didn't sound too great, but still did it. Anyway, this is a new week, and like I said in the cold open, everywhere you look, cards have been spiking. To get the data out to you in a timely manner, I have divided the Market Watch up into two parts this week. Part 2 is going to be coming as soon as possible, but right now, we're in Part 1. That's going to consist of cold card numbers 10 through 6 and hot card numbers 30 through 16. We'll move quickly through the cold cards, spend more time examining why the hot cards are moving up in price. And as always, our lists are based on two pieces of criteria: the percentage change in the value of the cards, as well as the change in the number of sales from week to week. Before we get into it though, just a couple fast things. First, I want to say thank you to a viewer who gave a very generous super thanks tip last week, and that is Joseph Capitani. Joseph, thank you for all your support, for the super thanks tip, for being a channel member, for your comments, just everything. And I also want to say thank you to one of our gold patrons, and that is Omar Rodriguez. Omar, thank you for all your support on Patreon and otherwise. Always appreciate you, so thank you again. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. We'll get started with a quick look at the cold card numbers 10 through 6. As expected, there are a lot of Ether Drift cards moving down as packs are cracked and supply begins to catch up with demand. In fact, all the cold cards in Part 1 are brand new. Number 10, Hazoret Godseeker, down 223 to 276. That's a 45% decrease. Number 9 is Stride Hanger Automaton, down 224 to 599. That's a 27% decrease. This is from the Ether Drift Living Energy Commander deck. Number 8 is Aetherflux Conduit, down 242 to 265. That's a 48% decrease. This is also from the Living Energy deck. Number 7, Oil Deep Gear Hulk, down 290 to 524. That's a 36% decrease. And number 6 is Renewed Solidarity, down 436 to 1148 for a 28% decrease. This is from the Ether Drift Eternal Might Commander deck. Alright, on to the first 15 of our 30 hot cards this week. Coming in at number 30, Sabo's Web from Invasion, up 204 to 1147. That's a 22% increase. It's hot right now because it is a big sideboard card in the pre-modern format, where it's used to deal with many problematic lands. There has been an increase in control builds there that finish players off with lands like Mishra's Factory. Because of that, lots of decks want access to this card, including the very popular Parallax Replenish build. Number 29, Three Wishes, up 205 to 534. That's a 62% increase. Well, this is a reserve list buyout, most likely based around speculation thanks to one of the Final Fantasy card previews we saw this week. The card is Emmett Salch Unsundered, and sure, Three Wishes would be good in a commander deck around this, but so would a lot of other cards. Number 28, Emperor of Bones, up 210 to 796. That's a 36% increase. This is in the wildly popular modern Orzhov midrange Blink deck, and that's one big reason the price is trending up. It also appears in other modern decks like the Esper version of Blink, as well as Goryo's Vengeance, and sometimes the Rock. Over in Legacy, this is in Orzhov Stoneblade, which has a big Blink component. Another format, however, that is pushing the price of this card right now is Commander. Emperor of Bones is seeing more Commander and Dual Commander play than it was a couple weeks ago, thanks to this new card from Ether Drift, Ketchermos the New Dawn. Many players are building around Ketchermos right now, and including Emperor of Bones. Number 27 is Surly Badgersaur. This is up 222 to 693. That's a 47% increase. It's from the Commander 2020 Timeless Wisdom deck. The card has seen Commander play here and there in a few different builds. However, now it's appearing in new Commander decks around a card from Ether Drift. This time it's Captain Howler, Sea Scourge, and this fairly popular new commander is causing Surly Badgersaur's price to spike. Number 26 is Kitsa Otterball Elite, up 224 to 747. That's a 43% increase. This is another card jumping because of the additional commander play it's seeing thanks to Ether Drift. Prior to that, it was Embryo Riptide Rogue and a few other decks, but now I'm seeing players grabbing this to upgrade the Eternal Might commander deck, while others are putting in fresh builds around Hashatan Scarab's Fist from there. Plus, Kitsa Otterball Elite is appearing in decks around a card for the main set. Again, it's Captain Howler, Sea Scourge. Number 25 is Witch Enchanter. That Enchanter up 228 to 858. That's a 36% increase. This card has been seeing play in multiple formats. In Vintage, it's in Mono White and Azorius Initiative. Over in Legacy, it's found in both the Mono White and Orzhov versions of Yorion Death and Taxes, as well as Orzhov Stoneblade and Mono White Hammer Time. The play it's seeing in Modern, however, is one of the big reasons the card is jumping the way it is. You see this in the highly played Orzhov midrange Blink deck there, and it's in the Esper, Selesnya, Simic, and Abzan versions of Blink as well. Additionally, Witch Enchanter, that Enchanter, appears in several 1v1 dual and regular commander decks. In Dual Commander, this is in the popular Aragorn King of Gondor and Felia Exuberant Shepherd builds, among others, while in regular Commander, it's been in decks like the recently reprinted Edgar Markov, Winota Joiner of Forces, and several others. Now though, Witch Enchanter, that Enchanter, is appearing in builds around some new cards, and that is another reason the price has been increasing. We have been seeing this in decks around Plagon Lord of the Beach from Magic Foundation's Jumpstart, but these past couple weeks many have gotten it to upgrade the new Eternal Might commander deck, while others have put it in fresh builds around Hashatan Scarab's Fist from there. Witch Enchanter, that Enchanter, is also in decks around a card from Ether Drift's main set, and that's Ketramos, the New Dawn. Number 24 is Steel Enchantments, up 245 to 1253. That's a 24% increase. This very old one-print wonder dried up in the marketplace this week and creeped up in price. I've seen this appearing more frequently in 1v1 dual commander decks here and there. For example, it's been in some Tamishi Reality Architect decks. It occasionally shows up in a random regular commander build too, but 1v1 dual commander appears to be the key driver this time. Number 23, Sylvan Primordial, up $276 to $5 for a 123% increase. A week ago, Gavin Vierhay discussed generally what Wizards has planned for the regular Commander format now that they've taken over from the prior Commander Rules Committee. He talked about 5 different power level Commander brackets they are considering for the format, as well as the cards they refer to as Game Changers, which will help you determine the strength of a deck. He went on to say that potentially they may unban some cards along with the addition of these Commander brackets. And guess what? That's all it took to motivate some players and speculators to pick up copies of cards that they think may become unbanned. Sylvan Primordial is currently banned in Commander, but some are specking that it could become unbanned, at least for the more powerful Commander brackets at some point. As copies left the marketplace this week, the price crept up. Number 22, Masticor from Urza's Destiny. It goes up $280 to $17.99. That's an 18% increase. The pre-modern format strikes again. Masticor is found in a few different decks there, including various Survival of the Fittest builds as well as Tron. Of course, since it is a reserveless card, even a little attention can make it jump. Number 21, Wand of Orcus, up $283 to $13.65. That's a 26% increase. This is from the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Dungeons of Death Commander deck. Traditionally, Wand of Orcus is played in some zombie commander builds like the one around the recently reprinted The Scarab God or Wilhelm the Rock Cleaver. Now though, it's jumping since many players are grabbing it to upgrade the Eternal Might commander deck, while others are using it in fresh builds around the front-facing commander from there, Temmet Nakataman's Will. Quickly, before we get to the next 5 cards, just a fast reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now, you can pick up Ether Drift products there, or any number of other Magic, or even non-Magic related items. Remember, if your order is over $100 or it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. And if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description or the comment section below. I do have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get to number 20. Shadowy Backstreet, up $298 to $16.86. That's a 21% increase. The Surveil lands are quite good and appear in numerous decks in multiple formats. This one is no exception. In Standard, this is in the very popular Domain deck, but it's in other builds there too, like 4-color Zur, Orzhov Midrange, Orzhov Token Control, Orzhov Sacrifice, and 4-color Control. Modern is the format though, moving shadowy Backstreet's price the most, due to its use in that Orzhov Midrange Blink deck that's all the rage. This is also in Mardu and Esper Blink, plus you see it in Goryo's Vengeance, Mardu Energy, and Abzan Midrange. In Legacy, this is played in Orzhov Yorion Death and Taxes and Orzhov Stoneblade. Additionally, it's used in several Commander and 1v1 Commander decks. And you guessed it, Shadowy Backstreet is seeing more play in those formats now thanks to new Aether Drift cards. It's in 1v1 dual and regular Commander builds around Ketramos, the New Dawn. Plus, Shadowy Backstreet is a good upgrade to the Eternal Might Commander deck, and it's appearing in fresh builds around Hashitan Scarab's Fist and Temet Nakataman's Will from there. Down 2 spots this week to number 19 is the very clever Cleaver Scab. It is up $3.10 to $10 for a 45% increase. This is from the Innistrad Midnight Hunt Undead Unleashed Commander deck. Cleaver Scab appears in a few Commander builds. The most popular one is around the front-facing Commander from its precon, Will Help the Rock Cleaver. You also see it in decks around the recently reprinted, the Scarab God. However, that aforementioned Eternal Might deck is why this card is jumping now. Many players are getting Cleaver Scab to upgrade that deck, while others are putting it in fresh builds around the front-facing Commander from there, Temet Nakataman's Will. Number 18 is Stinging Study, up $3.49 to $12.46. That's a 39% increase. This is from the Commander 2021 Silver Quill Statement deck. It sees a little Commander play in a few different decks, like Carrick Son of Yawgmoth, for example. It's also in Edgar Markov builds, and those have been popular since Edgar's recent reprinting and Innistrad Remastered. In fact, that build is the key driver for this price jump. A week ago, this was number 13. Last week it came in at number 20. This week it moves up 3 spots to 17, Sarcomancy. Up $3.87 to $13.87, that's a 39% increase. This reserveless card has been getting more play recently in the pre-modern format. As you may have picked up by now, the pre-modern format has been making a larger impact on card prices, and this is another example. Granted, it doesn't take too much to spike a reserveless card, since any movement will catch the attention of speculators. Regardless though, Sarcomancy frequently appears in pre-modern mono black aggro builds. Number 16, Dropkick Bomber, the Magic Foundation's copy of $3.41 to $6.82, that's a 100% increase. The Magic Foundation's Jumpstart copy goes up $4.29 to $6.86, that's a 167% increase. This new Goblin that supports the Goblin creature type jumps up quite a bit this week, considering how much Foundation's product is out there. Dropkick Bomber appears in Krenko Mob Boss Commander builds, and that card was reprinted in Magic Foundations. Perhaps someone is speculating on this for Standard though, since there are Goblins on Tarkir, and previews for some Tarkir Dragonstorm cards have already taken place at MagicCon Chicago. Alright, that's going to do it for part 1 of this week's Market Watch, but part 2 is going to be coming soon, so keep an eye out for it. Again, there's just so many cards moving right now, and they're moving so quickly. I wanted to split this up so that you get more timely prices this weekend at least. In the future, I plan on doing just one Market Watch video and then one other video. I'd like to get back to doing another Commander deck tech next week. We'll see how things go. Until part 2 though, hey, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.